Hello everyone, this is Maya. Sharing more about preparation before ceremony, and more recordings will be uploaded on my channel, and if you need more information you can check my website that is highlighted in the description below. Today I'd like to touch on a couple of things, and you will notice that every time there is going to be an additional insight that I'll be highlighting in the sharing that I'm doing, with the intention of hopefully inspiring you. And the couple of things that I would like to touch on are ceremony and intention. You will also find that in my sharings I will be kind of weaving and moving and kind of dancing between preparation, ceremony and integration. They're very much interconnected, and they very much highlight something in unlinearity as well as linearity, in order to bring something practical into your daily life or in this realm. And in the linearity I highlight usually the tools or the practices that you can explore, or you can filter through your own lens, inner lens, and that feel right for you and that you can bring into your own life. You see, ceremony, what happens before ceremony and after ceremony, is not outside life. It's a parallel kind of journey that is brought into life, if I can put it in a simple way. So if ceremony is not allowing you to connect at a deeper level with life, to feel more alive, to feel more inspirited, inspired, in awe with life itself, then the timing of the ceremony or the approach of the ceremony or the way ceremony was done was not really proper. And everything can be approached and tuned and refined, but there will be, in this case, more work to be done. So when it comes to ceremony, and I'm sure that many of you relate, in one ceremony there's a lot that can happen. A lot to embrace, a lot to ingest, a lot to digest, a lot to process, and sometimes a lot to accept. And what I noticed is that when a proper preparation is done and one is ready to enter a ceremony with a certain sense of trust and at the same time of surrender, one can allow the right kind of timing for themselves to integrate the changes, to bring about the parts of self that one has lost connection with or forgotten over time. And integration is really different for each person. For some people it's 6 months, for other people it's 1 year, for other people it's 10 years or a whole lifetime. And I can relate here, and being open with you, sometimes insights from my first retreat in 2011 come up, and they kind of bring more clarity to my journey now. More emphasis, more confirmation, and sometimes more insights related to this part is really done. It's fully embraced. It's fully accepted. And so going through a proper preparation can help one go into less amounts of ceremonies and allow more integration to happen. And I find this to be quite practical, because ceremony is aligned with where you are at in your life. And when we approach ceremony in a regular way without a certain understanding of its sacredness, of its timing in our life, then how are we really approaching it? And that's a question to ask. And it's related to my previous recording, which connect us here to intention. And I'm sure you've heard this word in different spiritual circles, practices, rituals, and many things that are happening now all over the world. Retreats, and so on and so forth, online events. And intention is essential to go into ceremony. It's like an arrow, it's like a seed that you're planting in a soil that is changing in order to receive this seed and allow it to germinate. So it will require the environmental conditions along with your input as well. And this is what I want to highlight related to intention. What part are you playing in honing and cultivating and following through with your intention? It's not about sending something out and expecting the change to happen around you and things to be fixed, like the way many people would like things to happen by taking a pill or considering that this is going to be the magical one and know that this one is the magical one, the next one. But change, as you know and you feel, and it's an inner truth in all of us, has to happen from within. So as you're open and ready to release something, what are you also open to do in order to change your perspective in the way you approach a certain situation in a different way? And that situation that was challenging in your life before can actually shift in the way you are shifting your perspective. So this is what I felt like sharing today. I hope this inspires you, and thank you for listening. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for following on these videos. And I hope that they can bring a certain insight every single time. I send you much love and many blessings.